Hey guys, today we talk about Thief Rogue, Boat Rogue, or I call it Peasant Thief Rogue. To be honest, it's my fave deck at the moment. It's fun to play. You can win against everybody. The worst matchup for sure is Control Warrior. I think no Judge Warrior, but in the end, you know, they are kind of the same. It's the worst matchup, so I just want to talk a little bit about it, give you some guidance, how to play it, how to pilot it. After the talk, I think I try to keep it like 10 minutes or something like this to talk about the deck. After the talk, you will see two games. The first game is against another rogue. The second game is against Control Warrior. I hate these guys, but okay. So, the meta is kind of defined now after everything. Some people expect a little nerf to Control Warrior. We will see what is happening to Demon Hunter. I'm pretty sure nothing will happen to Rogue, so let us go into the deck. Like I said, I call it Peasant Thief Rogue. Why? Because you have 2 times the peasants inside. That's the special thing about this deck. You can see here the deck list. Like I said, it's kind of a normal standard Thief Rogue list. I mean, now it depends a little bit how deep you are into Hearthstone. A normal standard Thief Rogue list means like, yeah, you have 2 times Shroud of Concealment in the deck. We now have only 1 time SI Extortion instead of the Peasant, but maybe the standard that you have in mind is without the Peasants, with 2 time Extortions, and with the how is it called, the legendary, the Amonaki or something like this, Okani, Blade Master Okani, or Vanessa Van Cleef or something like this. These are the possibilities, definitely. So when you think about Thief Rogue, what is Thief Rogue a little bit lacking of? It's lacking of card draw. What is a card draw option? Peasant Rogue. Okay. What benefit also Peasant Rogue gives you? It gives you directly at the first turn 2 attack on the board. That means if it's a Control Warrior and you start the game and you play on the first turn a Peasant, he will not be able to stack directly the armor. That's so important in this matchup. This card gives you, I would say, when you are first and you play Peasant Rogue, it gives you 5, 6, 7, 8% more win rate. If you start a game and you have a Peasant on hand, I would say your win chances against Control Warrior are like 50-50. If not, I think we talk about 35 or 40%. So yeah, it's a 10% win rate difference when you start the game and you started with Peasant against Control Warrior. It's also a very strong card in other matchups. For sure, you know, when you are second, then Druid can directly kill it, Mage can directly kill it on the next turn. It's not good in Demon Hunter matchup, but in your worst matchup, it's a very, very strong card. It is 2 attack and it gives you card draw. Card draw means cards, and in that case, also that the Gnoll is super cheap, super early. So just think about turn 1. Peasant, turn 2, Peasant, you already 4 damage on the deck. Many decks get online turn 3, turn 4, so that means you have a huge advantage already. I would say you are definitely winning the game with not definitely, but you know, it's a very high win chance if you have a Peasant on hand, a Cutlass on hand, and a Gnoll on hand. That would be the perfect mulligan. So let us go a little bit over the deck list. And a little bit how to pilot it. I talk about every card and talking about maybe a combo or how to play it. I mean, preparation, what to say about it. It's just, if you are in the late game and you only have 2 preparation and a Shadowstep on the hand, so like 3 cards and you can do nothing with them, it feels super bad. 100%, it's a super bad feeling. But think about, preparation can give you on turn 3 already Azsharan Vessel. Maybe Azsharan Vessel is reduced because of a Cutlass, or maybe the gun fishing is reduced. So very early you can make make the combo with Azsharan Vessel, and then the, I think it's called Sunken Vessel, or it's just a Sunken Vessel, exactly, draw it again. So very nice card. Also in the late game, turn 8, turn 9, turn 10, you can put Mr. Smite, and you still can make good spells with preparation. Maybe you can put 2 times a wicked stab on an enemy, things like this. Or you know that you want to draw minions with Shroud of Concealment and you want to play them, I don't know, turn 5, turn 6, maybe even earlier. Make cast preparation before and then make the Shroud of Concealment, things like this. A lot of possibilities. Shadowstep, you have, I mean, besides Peasant, Maestra, I would say all of your minions make sense with Shadowstep. It's a very, very strong card in this deck. Shadowstep Filletfighter to maybe just remove a Divine Shield. Shadowstep Filletfighter later on in the combo with Mr. Smite. So you have 7 mana, and you can make with Mr. Smite and a Filletfighter in hand, you can make 14 damage. Mr. Smite Filletfighter, Shadowstep Filletfighter, and bring it up again. It's a super strong combo. 14 damage just with 7 mana from hand if the enemy has no taunt minion. Something like this. What else? Where are the other minions? Edwin. I mean, what should I tell you about Edwin? You know, you play him, you directly Shadowstep him. The cards that you then cast, that you draw from him, are still counting on him, so you can make it on hand 6/6, 8/8, or whatever. Or just play it on turn 4, you draw a card, you bring him back, and you have Edwin on hand that is only costing 2 mana, that you can play very nice in the late game with Mr. Smite. A super strong card with Shadowstep. Wildpaw Gnoll, maybe you play Wildpaw Gnoll, kill an enemy minion, bring it back, bring it again, kill another enemy minion. It's a very strong possibility for you to clear the enemy board because of its rush and 4/5, what is a very strong card. Crabatoa, what should I explain it to you, is one of the... all cards are good in this deck, besides Maestra, but you need her. And yeah, Crabatoa, just make the combo with the weapons, bring Crabatoa back, because you know that maybe next turn he plays again minions, or you think about, and you have another Crabatoa that brings you 2 weapons, nice attack, nice board clear, strong. Mr. Smite by itself to Shadowstep is maybe not that good. Only you think about turn 10, where you have 6 mana, you Shadowstep in, and for another 4 mana you can play him. Would be a 12 damage combo. Can be definitely good, but I would say I did not do this in a lot of games, and I already have now, I don't know, 150 games or something like with this deck. We will look on it later on. But yeah, maybe when you have Shadowmaster Scabbs outside and you can reduce Mr. Smite, and you can play another cards with Mr. Smite as well, and then Shadowstep in and fight again, so, and bringing him again, would be a lot of mana. So we just talked about Shadowstep, and you see how much this deck is to talk about. That's why it so makes a lot of fun. Blackwater Cutlass, usually you trade it, sometimes you play it, but it's really sometimes. It could be in a matchup where the enemy is playing, or the mirror matchup is playing as well Peasant. Maybe when you know you have to remove 2 damage on the enemy side, or on a minion, or whatever that is necessary, but usually you trade it. Nothing to say about Filletfighter. Like I told you, very nice card to remove minions like Filletfighter with only 1 health. Nice to remove Divine Shield. Nice in combination with Mr. Smite. And nice card in giving early pressure. Maybe on turn 2 you already have a Gnoll, a Peasant. You put another Filletfighter, just think about it, it's 9 damage on board. Gone fishing, what should I tell you about it? Usually you try to use it with Azsharan Vessel. Very strong then, because it brings the 2/3/3 with stealth on board, and you draw another card after it. You can also use it just to dredge and draw a card. like I said, the usual combo is with Azsharan Vessel, but I mean, you cannot always go for it. Sometimes you just need to draw a card, and it's not a random card. You dredge and then draw, so would be important. Peasant, I talked about it. Nothing to say anymore about it. We only have one time Extortion. It's the 30th card. What is good about Extortion? It's good when you maybe draw it with Edwin. It's a 1 mana card. It's good to remove enemy minions. You can put it on the enemy warrior when he's still on max HP, and it's a tradable card. Yeah, there may be other possibilities, but I definitely prefer this one, and I recommend this one. Maestra, you know you need her. Reconnaissance, super strong card, especially when whatever was the reason you could not go for a lot of card draw for the Gnolls, then these are the possibilities to reduce him. There are strong death rattle minions like this Iceberg, the Hunter Ice, the Iceberg, the Taunt thing. Sorry, I forgot the name. 5 mana Taunt, 5/5 that gives +2 spell damage. Gigafin is included. I'm pretty sure I forgot other things, but there are very strong minions inside of this card. Tooth of Nefarian. Nice 3 damage. It's often also a finisher. You can go for the honorable kill, discover a spell from another class. I also like, for example, if the enemy plays the 5/4 school teacher, I attack it with my weapon, just with 1 attack, and then I make this to discover a card, if you can handle the 5 damage on you. But I also can tell you, don't get tricked by this card. Sometimes just use it. It's for 2 mana, 3 damage. It's not super good, but you cannot always wait for the honorable kill. That's it can trick you, this card, really, when you wait too long. Wicked Step, super important for late game finishes. 6 damage, maybe with the spell damage minion that I told you even more, but 6 damage in the late game, maybe in combination with Shadowcrafter Scabbs, that it's like for 0, the first Wicked Step, in combination with an Edwin and a Mr. Smite. Really, I made crazy amounts of damage with Rogue in 1 turn. I cannot tell you exactly how much, but I think 25 damage is. Think about an Edwin with 8 attack, not very unusual. A Mr. Smite, maybe. Another Filletfighter, and this card. It's crazy damage. It's very good. Sometimes it hurts you to use it directly, 2 damage with 2 mana, but sometimes you have to. I know it's hard, but sometimes you have to, really. It's also a card that is tricky not to use it sometimes. Shroud of Concealment, yeah, draw 2 minions, so that means very good card for drawing cards. They get even Stealth, what is especially good maybe for a Filletfighter or things like this. And yeah, I mean, you can draw for 3 mana, but think about your Wildpaw Gnolls could be 0 mana. That's a very good. In that case, it's a very good card. Edwin. There are enemies like for a warrior with Shield Slam can remove also very high Edwins. But I guess we all know that usually nowadays the most board clear, besides some few things, are more like, hey, make 3 damage to all minions, make 4 damage to all minions, make 5 damage to all minions. So what does it mean? It means if you have the chance, maybe on turn 8, maybe on turn 2 with a reduced Edwin, because you have Shadowcrafter Scabbs, or he's already reduced of the Shadowstep, bringing a 12/12 Edwin on board is could be game winning. Really, it's a when you just see it like this, and maybe if you don't know how to play it, and I know many people don't know how to play Edwin, you read it and you think like, yeah, it sounds easy, but no, it is not that easy. That's the crazy thing about the card. Yeah, it's definitely a game winning card, Edwin, definitely. Azsharan Vessel, not a lot to say about it. It's good for 5 mana. It's even better when it's reduced, and it's super strong with preparation, and especially with the combo of going fishing. Gone Fishing is also a very nice combo with Mr. Smite. When you know they are there, you play Mr. Smite, you have Gone Fishing on hand, you play Gone Fishing. That means for 7 mana, you have 12 damage. 6 from the Mr. Smite and 6 from the 2/3/3 pirates that you play. Wildpaw Gnoll, my fave card. Really, it's my fave Hearthstone card besides Kazaku-san, or next to Kazaku-san. Yeah, it's what should I say about it? It's very often 0 mana, is often just 1 mana. Sometimes you cannot do it, you do it crazy, so it's maybe 2 or 3, but then you have chances with Reconnaissance, I hope I read it correctly, I pronounce it correctly, or Tooth of Nefarian to reduce it even more. So, and yeah, a 4/5 with Rush for maybe 0 mana, 1 mana, 2 mana is a strong card. With Shadowstep, it's even boldly a possibility, so yeah, I just love the card. Crabatoa with Shadowstep, super strong. It gives you directly a kind of a board. I would never, I barely played just to, let me say, enemy board is clear, my board is clear, both have, I don't know, 20 HP. Then I barely play Crabatoa, but sometimes it's just a good card. 4/1, 4/1, 6/5. If the 4/1's getting killed, you get a weapon. So you can also do it like this. It gives you directly a board, and a board with 14 damage that the enemy has to handle on directly on the next turn. Besides that, you know, the combo is usually you play it, you attack with one of the claws, then you get the weapon, you go with the weapon face or clear another minion if necessary. You attack with the next claw. The claw is dying because it only has 1 HP, and you get another weapon for the next turn. That's usually how you play it. Super strong turn 6 card with the coin, maybe even more strong turn 5, and there is a Death Rattle. There's a Death Rattle card. I think it's like a goat or something like this. I don't know exactly the name of the animal. I think it's well a hunter card, yeah. I think it costs 4 mana, but you know that Reconnaissance are using them on 2, so it's 2 mana. 4/3 Death Rattle. The next beast that you play costs 2 less, so that could be a Crabatoa on turn 4. Think about it. Mr. Smite, hate it or love it, nothing to say about it. It's fitting perfectly in this deck. Besides, it's a neutral card. With Mr. Smite and Peasant, you have 3 neutral cards in the deck that can sometimes delay the null. I mean, 30 cards, 3 of them are neutral, so there's a 10% chance that you draw them. But you, like I said, you go usually in the mulligan for the Peasant, so hopefully you have already one in hand, so only 2 neutral cards left, and they are strong neutral cards, so alright, it's okay, but so strong with the pirate charge because Edwin is a pirate, the vessels are a pirate, the Filletfighter is a pirate, yeah. Shadowcrafter Scabbs, if you don't have Shadowcrafter Scabbs and you have all the other cards and you don't want to spend dust, then you can let the Shadowcrafter Scabbs outside, put another Extortion inside, or put the Okani inside or something like this, or the Vanessa Van Cleef, if you have those cards. But I like to play it. It gives it sounds maybe stupid, but it gives you 5 armor, 5 HP. It clears the enemy board, brings the enemy board back. It spawns another 4 2/2 pirates, and also the other thing is oh no, they are shadows, they are not pirates, sorry, but it doesn't matter a lot. And it gives you the possibility with the hero power, the sleight of hand, to make a crazy combo on turn. If you played with the coin, then it would be earlier, but usually turn 9 or turn 10 gives you the possibility to make combos that make 20-25 damage. It's so usually I would definitely recommend this card in the deck, but if you want to go for a kind of budget version, but even the budget version has 1, 2, 3, 4 legendary cards, so that's not really a budget version, but these are maybe 1600 dust if you want to try to play the deck, just to have a feeling how the deck is, because Shadowcrafter Scabbs is not changing the feeling, because I guess we all know that most games are decided around turn 8, turn 9, and you need to have it to make their turnaround, and could be even make it sometimes worse, because some battle cries are so strong. If you give the enemy minions back on the hand of the enemy, he directly wins the game. So it's a strong card, but it's not 100% necessary. The talk was now 20 minutes long. I hope I could give you a kind of nice overview about a deck. I talked about some combos. If you have other questions, please put them in the comments. Like I said, many people don't know how to use Edwin. That's definitely very important. I also wasn't knowing it since a few weeks ago, to be honest. So not even legend players are knowing everything about every card. I was ashamed when I realized how I can perfectly or even better use Edwin. So yeah. There, now I just want to show you super quick. Yeah, super quick here. Sorry. Yeah, here. Last 3 days I go on Legend. That's a big range, because I don't know how many people are Legend now on both on all 3 servers. I guess around 10,000 in all servers included, I guess. Now 2 weeks or nearly 2 weeks into the month, into the season. As you can see, Boat Rogue, this is how Half the Replay call it. I don't like the name, but I guess it's because of the Azsharan Vessel thing. So yeah, it's 3rd place, directly after Demon Hunter and Charge Warrior. Control Warrior went a little bit down. I guess it's because Control Warrior has problems with I think it has problems with Naga Priest, and it has problems with the Fell Demon Hunter, so that's why it went a little bit down. For me, it's still the most oppressive deck, but could be leading to a moment that it's not getting nerfed because of Demon Hunter. But you see, Boat Rogue or Thief Rogue or Peasant Thief Rogue, however you want to call it, is in a very strong position, because the position is so strong because it's definitely not getting nerfed. And when you look at it, matchups, Boat Rogue, you see Control Warrior, definitely the worst matchup. I told you what you can do to get better win rate on this matchup, but besides that, it is such a... I cannot hover it because all the time coming here these things up, that's so annoying. But all, when you see here in this row, this is the row that is important. You can see all the numbers are around yellow or green. Charge Warrior, even a more worse matchup, but like I said, for me that's close to the same deck. Holy Paladin. I mean, Holy Paladin is in case the same thing as Control Warrior. Even with a little bit more annoying things like Taunt or Divine Shield. So the win rate is kind of same worse against Holy Paladin than Control Warrior, but you see less Holy Paladin, so it doesn't matter that much. And also with the Peasants, you can make here better win rate if you mulligan hard for them. But besides that, you can see everything is green and yellow. Oh, sorry, in this row, green and yellow. Besides these 2 or 3 very hard matchups. I mean, okay, so hard in the end you don't have to go, because I mean, okay, yeah, you see some quest warriors, also depending on which rank you're playing. Sorry about it. So yeah, definitely you need it. But you see Control Warriors matchups hard. Besides that, winnable against everything. Some things like Board Priest or Curse Warlock or Celestial Druid are even hard favorite matchups for you. So this deck is so well rounded. It makes so much fun to play. You have nice combos. and it has a good skill ceiling, not the highest in the world, but every game you will come in different situations, and that makes it so fun for me to play, and I'm pretty sure you will also love to play it. So yeah, really, it's a super hard recommendation for me to you to play this deck. After this talk now, you will see two decks. One is the mirror matchup. I'm not sure if it was a jackpot rogue or exactly the same list that I was playing. You will see it in the game. And the other one was a control warrior matchup. There are two matchups that you see very often these days because these decks are highly played. I mean, you see at Legend 30%. I don't know why they still call it Thief Rogue here and then other Boat Rogue. I mean, what is the difference, to be honest? But okay, you see a lot of rogues, a lot of warriors, a lot of demon hunter. So at the end, this is what you face. So these two games will show you give you a good view on the situation on the meta on the game right now. So have fun with this deck, guys. Climb with it. I brought two accounts this month into Legend. One is around Legend rank 2500 now. The other one is yesterday was 800. Maybe I lost a few ranks because I was yesterday and today not playing so far. So yeah, but it is working. You saw it also on Hearthstone replay on the lists, tier lists. So have fun, guys. Enjoy. Good luck in the ladder, and see you. Bye bye. Lore. But definitely, I like it more than playing the against another warrior or rogue like all the time. Ragnaros. That doesn't look like Ragnaros to me. Rage Mage. Maybe it's a rogue, or I don't see a lot of shamans lately. And yeah, it's a rock. see only these checkpoint rogues. That's crazy.
Let's muddy the waters.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Let's muddy the waters.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Please, go pick on someone your own size.
Battle. He will definitely have the battle cry then, but I have to remove him because he has taunt. There's nothing I can do about it. I should have attacked him once.
You can't always trust what you see.
Destroy all other minions. All other minions. So not only mine. That's... I think that's good. I have this next round for card draw. Now I just put this. Yeah, let it like this. Really? This guy.
All hands on deck.
Stone by stone, storm wind.
Yeah, only because of the randomness of the Elec thing. Because I could not handle another taunt. Definitely not.
Versus Deathwing.
Murlocs are
I go first and I have a peasant, that's nice. Best you can have against a warrior. I mean, warrior is still worse, still a very bad matchup for you, but I mean, it's the only thing that you can have a I mean, you always have a chance, but the win rate against warrior is very, very, very low. If you are not having a peasant on the first turns.
What is it?
Because usually what you can do with it is keeping the armor low, and yeah, you draw cards. I mean, you are lacking of card draw and the enemy. And what is definitely bad about the set that we didn't draw.
Righto.
Yeah, it was bad here to draw Mr. Smite, sadly. Wow. I mean, the definitely fulfilled his job, so.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Yeah, maybe one more card on the hand would be good, but. Oh, I mean, anyways, we got the coin out and the shield and one shield slam. Not a bad trade. Is really every game the same? I mean, how is it called, this step thing? I mean, they always have it on turn 3 or turn 4 or even turn 2 with the coin. I mean, I don't know if this is really. Not the best turn, but okay. I have very low mana cost spells on hand. I mean, alright, another 3 damage for him. Let's see what we get. Again, not the best card, but let's see what we can do here. Right. If he has not now shield shatter, but I guess you know he has it. First the one that he gets shield and then the shield shatter. If not, he would be in a super big trouble. But I think we all know that he has it, so he's not in super big trouble. Oh, who is surviving? Oh, nice. Eight. 11. We can kill him. That's why it's so important keeping his mana low. His armor low. It's the only chance to kill him. Never let him get mana. If he would have cleared my board, then definitely we would be in trouble. Definitely. Because, you know, always hard when he clears the board. And usually he gets mana by clearing the board, but it's completely...